Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. Today we are in Taylor, Michigan, just outside of Detroit at Moran Motorsports. I'm joined by Mike Moran, and this right here between us is a ProCharged 481X engine, and it's our engine of the week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pengrade 1 and L-Ring DOS Original.
Mike, great to see you again.
You too.
Always a pleasure. Always awesome to check out what you guys got going on here at Moran Motorsports.
Thank you.
And this right here on the dyno is one badass engine that we'd love to know a little bit more about. So if you would, give us a little background about how this came into the shop.
There's a lot of 481Xs out there, and they're all very similar, obviously. This one, we designed it around the customer's needs, and the customer's in Hawaii.
Okay.
And the tracks aren't as good as they are here in the States because of the temperatures and conditions. So we did things to like kill some of the torque, low-end torque, so you can get down the track. It wouldn't be like a top runner over here, but it's going to be more than enough over there. There are some new features about this. Keith Wilson does this nice blow-off setup that's all integrated into the throttle body.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be something that's relatively new, and it's supposed to be a saver for the blowers. It works, it's designed around the shutting the throttle and not going back and pushing the thrust bearing out of these things. So that's one of the new things that are out.
Very nice.
It also is utilizing 16 of our 550 pound-an-hour injectors. It's got billet manifold. Mm-hmm. And then the components are always the same when it comes to the 481X. There's AJPE for the heads and the block. And this particular one's a wet sump because the cart's going in. It can't fit a dry sump. I prefer dry sumps. This one also has the bigger ProCharger. It's a 4X. And we're spinning it a little bit slower than we should because he doesn't need all that power. Mm-hmm. So we'll have this thing detuned around somewhere around 3,000 to 3,500 horse, but it's going to have a lot less torque than normal. We killed 2 or 3 points of compression, but again, we're designing it around the customer, right? It ain't going to do him any good if he just goes over there and it's a smoke show every time he tries to lead the line. So this thing's going to do really well over there. Very
cool. All right, so you just mentioned that you had to back off the compression a little bit. Are you able to say what the compression is at, what you guys are running at?
This one's in the low 10s to, high 9s, just for what we're doing here. Okay. So it's not like we're focused on an NHRA legal type combination. Mm-hmm. This is done just strictly to kill some of the torque, and the crank's small. It's got a smaller stroke crank in it. Okay. So we're just trying to make that, work best for the customer.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And then I apologize if you mentioned it, but how much boost will the ProCharger end up kind of running?
So normally when we run one of these, they make about 55 pounds of boost. Yeah. This one should, with the way you have it geared, should make about 45 pounds of boost.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then, most guys are not able to run these engines at all on an engine dyno. So our dyno is one of the few that will run, up to 6,000 horsepower. So this won't even be breaking a sweat on here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
And I believe you were telling us earlier, you're expecting somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 out of this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you mentioned, the Alan Johnson Performance block and the heads. How about some of the internals that you guys got in this thing?
It's got a Bryant crank. Okay. It's our signature, what we use on most all the engines. Mm-hmm. GRP connecting rods, Corsus diamond pistons, and Trin wrist pins. It's got T&D rockers. I usually use the Jessel, but this came as a package. Okay. So this has T&D rockers, and it has Manton push rods.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
It does have Jessel lifters in it, and it's got a Westcott camshaft in it.
And are you able to disclose some of the camshaft specs?
I don't even know if I remember them. I'd have to go look at the sheet. It's going to have somewhere
everyone
around...
beats me up when I don't even ask, so I just got to ask,
It's going to have around, around an inch of lift.
Okay.
And the duration is going to be in the 280 range with about 300 to 310 on the exhaust just to make it breathe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good. And do you happen to know what kind of car it's going into?
So I haven't seen it. Well, maybe I did. I saw one picture of it. He bought, and you might not know this name, depends on how old the group is looking at it, Doug Magrum's old Pro 50 car.
Okay.
That's a name that I know, but not everybody would.
Yeah.
He used to be in the Pro 50 category, and it was a Mustang. And, you know, over there, you're on an island, so you're limited to what's available. So he got a hold of that car, and he said there's no way he could fit a Hemi. So we built him this, and there's no way he could fit a dry sump. So that's why he has what he has.
Yeah. Very good.
Yep.
Very good. Well, Mike, it's an awesome piece. And, you know, as you were telling us, you're just waiting on those rockers before you're able to run it here. But I'm sure it's going to be pretty badass once it's all finished up.
I know it will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike, anything else that we might be leaving out about this 481X?
You know, I don't think so. I mean, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's got, like I said, our fuel system on it, and it's got a Waterman pump.
Yeah. I love the way you guys do your valve covers and the intake cover with the kind of the exposed metal there.
Yeah, it's highlighting, we call it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that back in 2010, and of course, when somebody sees it, it don't take long to duplicate it.
Yeah.
Everybody was used to taking the silver covers and engraving them and then painting in lines, and then we did the opposite.
Yeah.
It didn't take long.
Yeah.
I'll bet it wasn't even a month. Everybody was doing it like this.
Yeah, it looks cool. Matches the Wilson stuff up front here too. So.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, Mike, as always, appreciate it.
Thank you, Greg.
Awesome engine. Thanks for telling us about it.
Anytime.
Guys, that's been this episode of Engine of the Week. Make sure you're checking out everything that Mike and his team are doing here at Moran Motorsports, because it's a lot of really awesome stuff like this. And as always, make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more awesome engine content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. Hey, while I've got you guys here, I wanted to tell you about Find a Builder. It's a new microsite on enginebuildermag.com that's great for both engine shops and for potential customers looking to get engine work done. If you're an engine builder, this site is a place where you guys can list your shop and what you guys do to potential customers through enginebuildermag.com. It's an easy subscription-based microsite that'll let you guys connect to a new audience. And if you're a potential customer looking to get engine work done, this is a source to help you guys find a shop that's in your area or one that specializes in the type of engine work that you're trying to get done. Make sure you guys are checking out Find a Builder on enginebuildermag.com. Thanks.